Alright, it is time for us to have a look inside. The GWF-A1000 dive timer frogman watch. Let's get to it. Pause. Let's have a look what we have so far. First of all, it is a massive side screws with white washers to hold it in place, plus thread lock are being applied on the screws as well to make sure that this thing not gonna come loose anytime soon. And to support the strap, I mean, this is already strong enough, but this support even more with stainless steel metal barrel, the same build that you could find on the GWF-A1000 released back in '94. Even the baby BGW-100 watch band have a metal barrel built inside of it as well to support it even more, so that's a good part of a master object category. Now the strap itself is thick, massive, you guys already know about that, so I'm just gonna skip this part out of the way. Let's have a look at the watch bezel. Here we'll require a special screwdriver just to open up the screws at the top. 1, 2, let's open it up. And on this side, it's just a standard Phillips screwdriver would do this fine. Five screws just to lock this single piece resin bezel. And believe it or not, even after I remove all those 5 screws, this watch bezel just won't come out yet. Just like how hard it is to remove the strap, the bezel goes the same way. Check this out. Look down here. There's a stainless steel bar over here, one over here and one over here that hold them in place this way. Alright, so in order to remove those, you have to remove this resin bezel first. So you're gonna need to pull it out this way. Let's do that. And by the way, there's another hook underneath this button, so you're gonna force it out. Just like that. Notice that there's a groove underneath here that lock this part of the watch bezel. And remember, this part is very flexible and very strong. Even though it is slim, it is thin, it's just not gonna break anytime soon, so just flexes over the buttons to remove it. And then there's the metal bar that I talked about just now. Just hold it like this and it will just fall down. One over here and one seems like stuck. There we go. Right, stainless steel bar, solid and hard. This is not gonna bend. Now next part, even though I already removed the bar, this side of the bezel not gonna come out yet, so let's remove the entire frame instead. Check this out guys, it is stainless steel metal and it is just being double-sided tape, one over here, one over here, and that's pretty much it. Here is stainless steel metal frame at the top of it. Casio also released a frogman version with carbon fiber frame to reduce the weight and whatnot, but remember, even after removing all these little parts, notice that the gasket still there. Is this whole thing wouldn't affect the water resistance of your G-Shock watch. So if you want to clean up your watch, it's still perfectly safe to do so at this point only, okay? And now let's have a look underneath this metal frame. Look closely at how this resin bezel flush really nicely inside the frame. That is high quality build, and it was hooked underneath that, and that's the reason why we can't remove this resin bezel without removing the frame in the first place, which, you know, just have to be done by force because it's just taped down there. So you gotta end up scratching this metal piece depending on the tool you use, of course. Anyway, in order to remove this resin part, just unhook it. It is also flexible, so you have to force it out a little bit in order to perform this. And then another side as well. Here we go. This part, believe it or not, is replaceable because, I mean, you already have metal frame to form here. This thing is interchangeable depending on your material and color preferences if you could find replacement parts. Remember, this is original by Casio and it is also ion plated to black, so it's better looking in my opinion. Even the screws are all IP to black except the side screws. Just now there's just silver stainless steel. This is the end of it actually, because there's no other way to remove the movement without me removing these screws at the front. There is 6 screws, just standard screws, you know, something that you will find on the back side of the standard G-Shock, like one of these. So a normal tool is enough. Let's try and do that. Now here's another trick that I need to share. Notice that the index is sitting closely to the hour and the minute hands. Oh, by the way, in my case the battery runs out, so that's why it's charging now by looking at these second hands there. So if you want to remove this, you might accidentally hit or move that index and the minute hands. So lift it a little bit and push it to the side, and there we go. Right, I might accidentally just move the hands, but believe it or not, you could just adjust it back if you wanted to. I already done this a couple of times before and it still works just fine. It's not the sensitive parts here, guys. You can move the hand, adjust it to, there we go. Remember guys, if you're going up to this point, I mean, Casio wouldn't authorize you to remove this part off, you know, for water resistant and whatnot for diving. But since I'm not going diving anytime soon or even at all, so in my case, I think it's fine for me to do this operation. But for you guys, if you're worried, just stop right here. I mean, you don't have to do this. This is just me trying to show you guys how it look on the inside. And here's the crown. I need to unscrew it. But since we cannot access it from the back, there's no other way to remove the movement out without having to remove the entire watch face. Check this out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hands on there. I have to remove those and then peel this diffuser out of the way, and then there's a solar panel layer underneath there. Remove that as well, and then we could have access to the locking mechanism for the crown. After I remove that crown, and then I could remove the movement out of the way. Well, guys already show us how the movement look like on the website, so I'm not gonna go through all the trouble. Don't really, believe me, not worth it, okay? But still, maybe I'll do that in future if you wanted to, but for now I'm just gonna stop it right here. It's already stressing me enough already. This is not easy for me to do, guys, believe me. Alright, for now I'm gonna clean up some of these parts here. I've been wearing this as a beta watch for quite some time now. Perhaps swap this up to different colors, you know, modify this frogman G-Shock. And if you want to know more, just comment down below, let me know. I'll try to help out as much as I can, but this is how it ends to me for this video. Maybe I'll cover more with the movement in future video if you would like to see that. For now, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.